In this video, we're going to add a variable resistor to the 5 LED rainbow we made in video number 8. If you've not seen video number 8, you should view it, and you can do so by searching the TMT code in the middle of the screen at jb.works. This is the 10th and final series in a set of 10 videos for people beginning their journey with the JackBord Basic top. For this video, you're going to need a JackBord Basic, a JackBord Basic top, 15 female-to-female jumper wires, USB-C cable, and a PC or a Chromebook. This is our circuit, and essentially it's identical to the one from video 8, except that you'll see here, instead of having the 1K resistor, which has a fixed value, we have a pot or a variable resistor, and that's the two knobs on the JackBord Basic. And so what this does is it lets us change the amount of current that will be supplied to the LEDs. Now the other difference in this particular circuit is that because we already know that we need 5 volts to get all of the LEDs going, we'll just put 5 volts in there from the beginning rather than starting with 3. So essentially it's the same deal. We come through 5 volts, we go through the variable resistor, the user pins on columns A and B are all joined together, and then they connect to the corresponding LEDs on the JackBord top. And so when we change the resistance, we should see the light intensity from the LEDs change as well. So again, just to help us understand the circuit, here's a 3D view. And remember I said that we were using the 5 volts, so we're using 5 volts power, and it's going directly to pin 1 of pot 1, which is this guy here. So this is variable resistor number 1, or pot 1. So the 5 volts is going to pin 1, and then pin 2 carries that power over to the user pins. And then this in turn, if I pan over here, all of these pins are connected together, remember, the ones in columns A and B. And so all of that power in turn goes off to our respective LEDs. So essentially we have this variable resistor here controlling the amount of current that reaches these 5 LEDs. And as you can see before, we have the 5 ground pins coming from the LEDs and going to the ground terminals over here. So this is what the circuit will be that we build. Okay, so this is our finished circuit. And so let's just look at how it's made. Now remember what I said before, the only difference between this and video number 8 is essentially that we've replaced the 1K resistor with a variable resistor. So the variable resistor goes from 5 volts to pot 1 there, pin 1, and then from pot 1 pin 2 comes over to our user pins, which is where we then distribute the power to the LEDs. So if we look on this side, as I turn the pot around, the resistance is getting lower and the LEDs are getting brighter. So if I lower the resistance, you see they get brighter. So this is using a variable resistor to control the amount of current that comes through here and goes into our 5 LEDs making up the rainbow. And you can also see, as I said before, that as the power gets lower, not all of the LEDs can be powered. And there we have it, 5 LEDs making a rainbow whose brightness is controlled by a variable resistor. So to check your connections are right, as I said before, we've already done this in video 8. So the main thing I'm going to focus on is the connection from the 5 volt power to pin 1 of pot 1, and then the connection from pin 2 of pot 1 up to the user pins. The rest of the circuit is basically the same as before, and so here we have it. So we've got the 5 volts going to pin 1, and then pin 2 heads off to our user pins. This is the last video in this series. For more information about the JackBord Basic and the JackBord Basic top, visit jb.works and search the TMT code below. For more information and to get help, visit jb.works.